Dear student, today we are going to demonstrate din and stock apparatus to determine of moisture content of an oil sample. So I will demonstrate how it works. Okay. So for this experiment we need electric heater, and then we need the stand, clamp. So here is a clamp. Clamp is required for vertical alignment of this drink and stock apparatus. So you can see that this is the vertical stand, and you will see that electrical heater. So what electrical heater do? Electrical heater just boil the oil sample and we will get some oil vapor with water, and that will condense. So this is electrical heater. So we can adjust temperature by varying the voltage. So vary key is there, so we can just adjust temperature by varying this voltage. That is no problem at all. And next you can see that this is again that particular clamp is there, so that will require for vertical aligned of this ding stock apparatus. So here you see that this is that ding stock apparatus consists the one condenser, another is din and stock strap. Okay, so what condenser do? Just condenser condense the vapor, and that will change the phase from vapor to liquid. So here this is the graduated tube. Okay, so whatever liquid comes, so that will collect it in that graduated tube. Now here you see that in condenser we have to put water. So this is the one pipe is connected to the condenser, what means some water will come to that through this pipe. And so yeah, this is that condenser. Now this is graduated tube. So whatever condense liquid comes from through via condenser, so that will accumulated here. So here you will get two phase, one is xylene phase, another is water phase. Okay. Next we have to put that round bottom flask into that heater, and then we just tight that round bottom flask via clamp. Then again we put that din and strap with condenser, and again we have to tight by clamp, and it should be in vertical alignment, so that's why we need the clamp. Now this is the water pipe, inlet and outlet pipe. Now you have to open that water just and see that water is gradually comes off and it is fill the condenser. And during your experiment you just remember, always open that water flow rate, means you don't stop this water, otherwise that condenser will heat up and it can crack. Okay, so always you have to open that the trap so that water can come to the condenser. Okay, and that water is water outlet. Okay, now we have to take oil sample to that round bottom flask. Now this is the oil sample, so we have to take 50 ml 100 ml to that round bottom flux. So here is we are measure that 50 ml oil sample by measuring cylinder. Now we put that oil sample to that round bottom flux. Now we put some xylene, so it is just nearly 50 ml you can put, because xylene and water make a azeotrope, and when we boil the oil samples, that xylene and water comes up, and then when it pass through the condenser, so it will condense and make that liquid form. So you know that xylene density is lower than that water density. Okay, now we have to connect that ring stuck apparatus. After that we will hit that bottom flux. Now we adjust all these things, and you can see it is a vertical alignment, and this is the total setup for this DIN and stack apparatus. In the bottom you can see that the heater, then round bottom flux where water sample is there, then we connect that DIN stack apparatus, and then again we put that condenser. And now if you see that we already heat the oil, means we have already start the heater, so you can see some water that oil sample vapor, means xylene vapor and water vapor is coming up, and it pass through that condenser. Yeah, it will come from bottom to top, and then okay, now yeah, so we adjust the temperature is nearly 80 degrees centigrade, because you know that boiling point of xylene is nearly 110 and water boiling point is 100 degrees, so when it's make azeotrope it is nearly 80 degrees centigrade. Okay, so we adjust the temperature. Now the oil sample is heated, and you can see some water vapor along with that xylenes come from this round bottom flux, and it pass through condenser, and when it pass through condenser, so it turns vapor phase to liquid phase and gas. Now we have collect in that conical flux separator. So if you see that bottom, so you will easily distinguish two phase. So bottom is the water and top is the xylene. Okay, so from here you can just collect the water and then measure how much amount of water is there, then you can easily calculate and you can make how much amount of water present in that oil sample. So by this way you can determine how much amount water moisture content is there in the oil sample. So because here actually that water should be in that gadgeted tube, but due to some problem of that knob, so that's why we are collecting that conical flux separator. Okay, so in bottom again you can see the water, and top and xylene. Okay, total amount of water comes out. So when you see that that water level is fixed, there is no change, you can confirm that there is no water in the oil sample. So that is the total amount of water present in that water sample. So all water comes from that oil, and it is accumulated in that conical separator. Okay, so there is a no change, so you can confirm that there is a no oil sample present in that oil sample in the bottom flask. So you can just stop your experiment by just switch off the electric heater, and then you take it some time, so the total setup will totally cool down, then you can that deassemble. Okay, so these are this is the DIN and stack apparatus, and I show you how to set up and how to do experiment. Okay, thank you.